Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Today, we're going to be looking at the Inside Track Club deals for September 2025 going on right now at Harbor Freight. And if you want to find any of these deals or anything else from Harbor Freight, you can find it at my website under the Extras tab. There's a domain for you right there. Type that into your browser, hit for the Extras tab. You can find all sorts of stuff from Harbor Freight. All right, so let's take a look and see what is going on right now at Harbor Freight this entire month for the Inside Track Club deals. But first, we take a look at a super coupon that is actually available for everyone. I threw this in here. You don't have to be an Inside Track Club member. I just put it in here because we're making this video right now. So I may as well let everyone know that's watching this video. But for you icon folks out there, if you want to get some great icon stuff, from September 3rd until the 14th, you can use this coupon. Like I said a moment ago, you don't need to be an Inside Track Club member. Everyone can use this. Buy any icon product that you like and save 15, 20, or 25%. You can save yourself 15% when you purchase 2 or more items. You can save yourself 20% when you buy 3 items, or you can save yourself 25% when you buy 4 or more items. So a maximum of 25% if you're looking at buying 4 items or more. So it's not too bad if you want some icon products and you want to buy yourself a bunch of different things. You can save 15, 20, or 25% for the next few days going on at Harbor Freight. From the 3rd until the 14th, you can save yourself a bunch of money. I know a lot of you guys complain that a lot of stuff for icon doesn't go on sale very often. Well, here you go. You don't even need to wait until the next parking lot sale. You could take advantage of it right now. And look how far into the year we are already. We're already in September. Like I said, we're going to look at some September Inside Track Club deals going on right now. We're already in September. The Black Friday sale is just around the corner. And if you want me to prognosticate, I'm going to say that basically we got a bunch of big sales coming up real soon that you can actually plan for, and that way you can plan out as far as your money-saving purchases go at Harbor Freight. Because right now we're in September. Next month, in October, I predict there's going to be another parking lot sale. So you can save yourself some money at the parking lot sale. In November, they're going to have the Black Friday sale. And then again in December, they'll have another Black Friday sale. So you got 3 straight months of big sales coming up all the way between now and the end of the year. So if you can't find something that you want at one particular sale, don't worry. Wait for the next month. There's going to be more sales after that. This time of the year, it's like bam, 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 one after the other. So you got a lot of great deals that are going to be coming up between now and Christmas. All right then, so that's my prognostication for what's going on for the rest of the year. Let's take a look at some of the deals that are going on right now for you Inside Track Club folks. And before we get too far into this video, how about you do me a great big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you stay informed every time I make one of these money-saving videos for Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Amazon, Lowe's, or any other great place that I can find to save you guys some money. Saving money, that's what we're all about here. So that's the way I keep you guys informed and I keep more money in your wallet. Thanks for doing that, and let's move along. So we start off right here looking at a Daytona 3-ton long reach low profile jack. If you're looking for a long reach 3-ton jack, here you go. The 3-ton variety in 4 colors, orange, black, green, or blue. You can get this guy for $190 during the month of September. Normally $270, so you save yourself $80. If you want an analog charger with engine start, you can get this 210 and 50 amp 12 volt guy from Centec for $40. Normally $50, so that's 20% off, or about $10 you save there. How about if you want a US General top chest? Here you go, 56 by 22 inch top chest from US General. Comes in 8 colors: red, black, blue, green, white, orange, yellow, and gray. And pre-sales are available, so if they're out of stock at your store, I've mentioned this before, put in for an order and you'll get it as soon as possible. You don't have to walk out frustrated anymore that you weren't able to find it when you went into the store. So right now, you can get this top chest for $500. Normally $600, so that's $100 you save during the month of October. Now, how about one of these carts? A lot of people tend to like these utility carts from Franklin. 30-inch by 16-inch 2-shelf utility cart, the polypropylene type, for $75. Normally $100, so that's $25 you save. Not too bad there. Or one of these hydraulic table carts. I have one of these guys that I got from Vibor instead of Harbor Freight, but they're very, very useful no matter where you get it from. Right now you can get this Franklin one that has 500-pound capacity hydraulic table cart for $220, normally $250, so that's $30 you save yourself. What else do we have? Hey, we got a bunch of Bauer stuff there you can pick from. Are you looking for an impact wrench? There you go, an electric one for $50, a rotary polisher sander for $80, or if you want a variable speed hammer drill for $30. These guys are all plug-in tools. I know some of my viewers prefer the plug-in instead of the battery ones. So there you go, 50, 80, or $30. You can take your choice, whichever one you're looking for. Or here's another one, a rotary hammer from Bauer. 11 amp, 1 9/16 inch SDS Max type variable speed rotary hammer for $120, normally $150. Save yourself $30. And here we go with the Power Probe 3 circuit tester for $160, normally $190. So you save yourself about $28. Now, I don't know really, to me it looks like a little bit overpriced. I've seen some of these on Amazon a bit cheaper than this. So I would say unless you're really interested in getting this guy from Harbor Freight, check out Amazon. I believe you can get some Power Probes, either the Power Probe brand, or you can get some knockoff no-name brands that still do the same thing, and you can find them cheaper on Amazon. I know I have a couple of them. One I did a review on, the other one I didn't, but I do have a couple of them that I've gotten way cheaper on Amazon. So that's some food for thought. You decide what you want to do there. And if you want a different rotary polisher, here you go. You can get this guy from Warrior. Here you have the Warrior 10 amp 7 inch variable speed rotary polisher sander. You can get this guy for $30 right now. Normally $40, so that's about $10 you save right there. And here's another Bauer, a jigsaw. In this case, the 6.5 amp orbital variable speed jigsaw with laser for $35. Normally $40, so that's about $5 you save right there. And let's see, how about one of these aluminum work platforms? These guys come in very, very handy for doing all sorts of work around the house and stuff like that, working on windows and so forth, or even taking care of your vehicle. Really good for SUVs to get up on the roof, makes it convenient to get up there, clean it, polish it, wax it, all that kind of stuff. The Franklin 40-inch lightweight aluminum work platform for $55, normally $65, so that's about $10 you save right there. And these guys last pretty much forever. In fact, I have one of these that I got many years ago from Harbor Freight, and then I found a couple of other ones. People were throwing them away. Why would you throw this away? I have no idea. But they're still good, so I grabbed them. I mean, what the heck? It's a piece of aluminum with folding legs. You can't go wrong. And how about some Icon stuff right here? Here you go with the 3/8" Drive SAE Professional Crowfoot wrench set, an 11-piece set. You can get this guy right now for $45, normally $60, so that's about $15 you save right there. Not too bad, 25% off. And you can also get it in metric for the same price. There you go. This is a 10-piece. The SAE is an 11-piece, and the metric is a 10-piece. That's about the only difference. The price is pretty much the same. And if you're looking for some combination wrenches, here you go, from Pittsburgh with a lifetime warranty as well. Fully polished SAE and metric combination wrench set, 22 pieces for $15, normally $20, so that's about $5 you save right there if you're looking for some wrenches. And if you want a really inexpensive, really cheapy little drill for doing stuff around the house, you can get this Warrior, an 18-volt cordless 3/8" drill kit with the battery and charger for only $20. I mean, that is really quite inexpensive right there. Normally $30, so you save yourself about $10 right there. I mean, that's a great little drill for somebody just starting out, doing some basic stuff around the house, a little bit of DIY stuff here and there. Not a heavy-duty drill, not going to accomplish a whole lot of stuff. But for someone starting out, it's a great way to figure out what you need and how you want to proceed from there. And for you guys looking for some Quinn stuff, here you go with the Quinn 3/8" Drive SAE and metric Master Impact socket set, 48 pieces for $80. Normally $100, so that's about $20 you save yourself right there. And let's see, how about a welding helmet? The Chicago Electric Blue Design Auto Darkening Welding Helmet for 35 bucks, normally 45, so that's about 10 bucks you save right there. Or a welder to go with that welding helmet. There you go with the titanium MiG-140 professional welder with 120 volt input, 370 bucks right now. Pre-orders available. Normally 500, so that's 130 bucks you save right there. Not too bad. And how about some of these inexpensive little blue tarps? The 19 by 19 foot all-purpose weather-resistant tarp for 19 bucks, normally 25, so that's about 5 or 6 bucks you save right there. And some big boys here. Here you go with the Quinn 3/4 inch drive impact socket set, 8-piece set for 40 bucks, normally 50, so that's about 10 bucks you save on that guy. You know what? I have so many different sockets and wrenches and stuff like that. I've actually been thinking about getting myself some 3/4 inch drive tools just to see how they perform. Any difference as far as performance or any of that kind of stuff? Because they do start off with small sockets and then build up beyond the 1/2 inch drive. So, one of these days I may do a review on some of this stuff. We'll see how that goes down the road. And if you're looking for some trailer lights, here you go from Kenway, the submersible LED trailer lights, great for all sorts of boat trailers and stuff like that. LED trailer light stop, tail, and turn for 13 bucks right now, normally 17. So that's a few bucks you save right there. The right passenger side, left driver side, you can pick whichever one you need right there. Gives you the item numbers and everything so you can look it up. Not too bad. And this seems to be a reprint there, so it's the same thing. And how about if you need a tool set and case from Pittsburgh, a 146-piece tool set for 50 bucks, normally 60. So that's about 10 bucks you save there. Great for having all sorts of tools in the trunk of your vehicle in case you break down somewhere and need something to help you out when you're out in the middle of the road somewhere. Like earlier today, I was doing some errands and stuff like that. And right in the middle of the road, this guy was broken down. I don't know what happened to him, but he had a lifted truck. And by what I could see underneath looking at the truck, it looked like his suspension part came undone because half the axle was kind of sitting halfway on the ground and the wheel was sitting all by itself. So it looks like maybe he was doing some work, didn't tighten it up properly, and the axle kind of came off on him. So that's all I could see driving by. But, traffic was heavy. It's not like I was going to get involved in something like that. But got to be careful, and having tools on hand can be very useful if something goes awry. And how about if you're looking for a miter saw? Here you go with the Warrior 7¼ inch single bevel compound miter saw for only 80 bucks. That is really inexpensive. Normally 100, so that's about 20 bucks you save. Or if you want a 20-inch 3-drawer steel toolbox from Yukon, you can get this guy for 50 bucks right there, normally 60. Again, that's about 10 bucks you save right there. Or how about an angle grinder? Here you go with the Hercules 15 amp 7-inch and 9-inch trigger grip angle grinder. You can get this guy for 100 bucks, normally 120. So that's 20 bucks you save right now through the month of September. Or if you want an inexpensive bottle jack, I have one of these guys, very useful little jack. The Pittsburgh 8-ton hydraulic bottle jack for only 20 bucks, normally 38. So that's about 20 bucks you save on that guy. That's not too bad. That's some good savings on that guy. And these guys do come in handy. They do help you in a lot of different things. The only thing I don't like is the 2-handle design. But if you can create your own handle or something like that, use a broomstick or something if you need to get under a vehicle, it does do the job quite well. And how about if you need an SAE and metric tap and die set, a 60-piece set from Pittsburgh for 38 bucks, normally 43, so that's a few bucks you save on that guy. A complete tap and die set for under 40 bucks, not too bad. And here we have the 1-inch drive SAE jumbo socket set, 21 pieces for 190 bucks, normally 220, so that's about 20 bucks you save on that guy, not too bad. A 1-inch drive. That's a pretty big set right there. Or how about one of these little mini chainsaws? Finally, after all this time, Bauer has decided to put these guys on sale and actually finally carries one because they didn't for the longest time. So here you go with the Bauer 20-volt brushless cordless 5-inch pruning saw, tool only. So you got to be in the Bauer family, have the battery and charger already, or it's going to cost you more than this. But right there, tool only, you can get it for 50 bucks right now, normally 65. So that's a few bucks you save on that guy. And these little one-handed chainsaws come in really handy for all sorts of pruning and chopping things down. I use them a lot of times just to throw things in the garbage. You want to cut it up in smaller pieces so they'll fit into the bin. Comes in very handy for all that stuff. So there you go, 50 bucks for that guy. And if you need some mechanics gloves, here you go from Hardy Professional Mechanic Gloves in medium, large, or extra large for $7, normally 10, so that's about $3 you save. Or how about the Icon Professional Mini Soft Grip Pick and Hook Set, a 4-piece set for $15, normally $20, so that's about $5 you save there. You know, these are okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They're Icon, they're a good product and so forth. But I would say you can get the 8-piece set with the black handles. I have those. They're a really good set. They come in big and small. So you get double the set for only about $10. So it's actually cheaper than these guys. So I would say look at those first before you settle on the Icon ones, unless you're an Icon fanboy and you want to have the Icon product instead. And how about if you want a different welding helmet? The Chicago Electric Red Design Auto Darkening Welding Helmet for $35, normally $50, so that's 30% off, or about $15 you save on that guy. Or how about a Creeper from Daytona? The 350-pound capacity premium adjustable headrest Creeper, $65 right now, normally $85, so that's about $20 you can save on that guy. Or if you need some step drill bits, here you go from Bauer. The 3/16 to 1 3/8 12-step drill bit, a 2-piece set for $23, normally $30, so that's a few bucks you save on that guy. Or how about a miter saw stand from Bauer? You can get the 400-pound capacity mobile folding miter saw stand. It has wheels and rolls around and everything. You can get this guy for $100 all month long, normally $120, so you save yourself $20. Or how about if you need a polyurethane air hose for your compressor and air tools? From Merlin, the 1/4 inch by 100-foot polyurethane air hose for $30, normally $40, save yourself about $10 right there. Or if you need a planer with a dust bag, here you go from Chicago Electric. And it's amazing that this guy has not been updated to become part of the Bauer lineup, because pretty much everything that Chicago Electric has slowly been becoming a Bauer product. They're probably going to phase out Chicago Electric eventually, but little by little everything is being repurposed into Bauer. But you can see this is quite an old design right there. But the 7.5 amp 3 1/4 inch planer with the dust bag, $35 right now, normally $50, so that's about $15 you save right there. Or how about if you want a magnetic socket holder from US General, the 1/2 inch drive magnetic socket holder, your choice SE or metric. You can get this guy for $15, normally $23, so that's about $8 or $9 you save right there, not too bad. Or here you go with the Pittsburgh Mechanics roller seat for $30, normally $40, that's about $10 you save, about 25% off. And you know what, if you're looking for one of these guys, I can tell you that I have a review of a little roller seat that I just got a little while ago, and I made a video the other day. I'll be putting out that video very soon, in the next few weeks, something like that, so you can enjoy seeing that video if you're looking for a very sturdy Mechanics roller seat, an adjustable one. This one does not compare to the one that I got, because the one that I got has a beefy steel frame. It is adjustable, it goes up and down, and it does cost a bit more. I mean, it does a lot more, so it does cost more. So that way, if you want to get a cheapy one, you know what this is like. Or if you want to get a better quality one, you can see that video and decide for yourself what is in your best interest and how you use it. I decided to go for the other one because I wanted more adjustability. So there you go. And how about if you want a hand riveter? Here you go from Pittsburgh, the 17 1/2 inch hand riveter with collection bottle for $15, normally $20, so that's about $5 you save on that guy. Or if you want the Daytona Steel Floor Jack Crossbeam, you can get this guy for $50, normally $70, so that's about $20 you save right there. And this guy was designed to be only usable with Daytona jacks, but I'll tell you, you can use it with pretty much any jack as long as the saddle on your jack is removable. If your saddle is not removable, then you cannot use this, because see right there in the middle how there's a hole? Well, normally what you do is if your saddle is removable, it'll have a nut in the middle of it. You unbolt that, you take off the saddle, and you put this guy in its place. If you can't do it, if it has a rivet, I guess you could always remove the rivet and put your own nut and bolt through there if you want to use this guy, but it has to be removable because you cannot put this on top of the saddle. That has to come off so this guy can take its place. So you can either modify your existing jack or use it with a Daytona because those do have removable saddles. So now you know, that way you don't buy this guy, get home and say, oopsie, it doesn't work with my jack. Now you know in advance. And here's one thing that I'm going to tell you, don't buy never under any circumstance. The Chicago Electric 100-watt soldering gun kit for 20 bucks. I don't care if it's 5 bucks. Don't buy it, guys. I say this in every video whenever this guy comes up. It's a piece of junk. I bought this guy a while back, and trust me, if you don't believe me, you're going to buy it, and 6 months later, you're going to say, dang it, he was right. Because in 6 months, it'll stop working. That's exactly what happened to me, and that's exactly what I've heard from a lot of people. Don't buy it. It's a hunk of junk. You're going to be throwing your money down the drain. So, fair advice right there for you. And how about if you need an inner tie rod tool set? You can get this guy from Maddox for 45 bucks, normally 60, so that's about 15 bucks you save right there. And how about a spark plug set? Here you go from Quinn, the 3/8" drive SAN metric spark plug socket set, 14 pieces for 60 bucks. Normally 75, so that's again about 15 bucks. You save on that set right there. Not too bad, has a lot of different sockets to it and extensions. Should be quite useful. A lot of vehicles are pretty hard to change the different types of spark plugs on them. And here you go, here's some more Icon stuff for you guys. The Icon Professional SAE Angled Open End Wrench Set, a 7-piece set for 50 bucks. Normally 60, so that's about 10 bucks you save on that guy. But if you don't want SAE, here you go, right there is the Metric set. This is an 8-piece set. The SAE is 7-piece, the Metric is 8 pieces. Same price, 50 bucks. You can get either one of them and take advantage of that guy. Save yourself a few bucks right there. And how about if you need a 15-inch worry-free tire with polyurethane hub? There you go, 28 bucks from Hallmaster, normally 35, so that's about 6-7 bucks you save on that guy. And if you're looking for an air ratchet wrench, here you go, the 3/8" impacting air ratchet wrench from Earthquake. Quite useful because a lot of these guys are never impacting. This one happens to be that. There you go for 60 bucks, normally 75, so that's about 15 bucks you save on that guy. And if you want to do some body work and so forth, you can get this guy from Baxter, the Professional Straight Line Air Sander, for 90 bucks, normally 120, so that's about 30 bucks you save on that guy. And how about a little spray gun from Avanti, the airless paint spray gun for 90 bucks, normally 110 bucks, so that's 20 bucks you save right there. If you want a different kind of spray gun, I just did a video a little while ago where I reviewed and compared a bunch of Harbor Freight guns to a one gun from Vevor. You can check that out, see all the different things that are available, and that way you know what type of gun you need if you want to do some spray painting. And how about if you need a Diamond Turbo Cup wheel, 4.5" from Bauer. 25 bucks right now, normally 35. That's 10 bucks you can save on that guy. That's a good savings there. Or let's see, how about if you want a big sander station? Here you go with the 4" by 36" belt and 6" disc sanding station from Central Machinery. 72 bucks for this guy, normally 90. That's almost 20 bucks you save right there, not too bad. Or if you want yourself a big pipe wrench, 36" aluminum pipe wrench. That's a big boy right there. 48 bucks for that guy, normally 55, so that's almost 10 bucks you save on that guy as well. And if you need some more air hoses, here you go from Merlin, the 1/4" by 25-foot polyurethane air hose for 15 bucks, normally 18, that's a couple of bucks right there. But if you want a 50-footer, there you go, you can get this guy for 20 bucks, normally 30, a bit more savings on that guy, about 10 bucks there. And here is a normal spray gun, a 32-ounce professional HTE compliant siphon air spray gun for 80 bucks, normally 100, so that's about 20 bucks you save on that guy. I generally don't like these. I've used these in the past, and I don't like the siphon gun because you got to use more pressure and you put out more mess and so forth. I prefer the new ones that are high volume, low pressure, and the cup is on top of it instead of on the bottom. Makes it a whole lot easier. I just got one, like I said, and it makes the job a whole lot easier when you're doing your spray painting. So that's something to consider. These are kind of old-fashioned. That's the way they used to be, but I don't think they're that great for modern projects. And how about if you need an arbor press from Central Machinery, a 1-ton arbor press for 55 bucks, normally 70. So that's about 15 bucks you save on that guy right there. Or if you need another polyurethane hose from Merlin, the 1/4" by 25 professional polyurethane coiled air hose for 15 bucks, normally 20. That's about 5 bucks you save right there. Or how about if you want to relax a little bit, get yourself a parachute hammock with adjustable tree straps. Man, I sure hope it's cool out there if you decide to use that, because here in the past couple of weeks, it's been like 100 degrees every single day. I don't think it's below 90 something in the shade. There's no way I would be hanging out outside. I mean, being even inside, Just with the fan, it's just barely tolerable. There's no way to be outside. You're going to sweat yourself off and become a prune with no fluids in your body. So it's been hot here. And how about here you go with the Maddox Back Probe Kit, 22-piece set for $12. Normally 14. That's a couple of bucks you save right there. And how about a little hatchet? The Pittsburgh 1 1/4 pound hickory axe. You can use this little guy to chop down that cherry tree. $9 right now, normally 12. Save yourself a few bucks right there. Or from Chief, you can get this 4-inch professional high-speed extended reach air cutoff tool for $100. Normally $130. So that's about $30 you save right there. Or how about this, the 10.5-inch by 11.5-inch magnetic stainless steel parts tray for $12, normally $18, so that's about $7-8 you save right there. And in case you don't know, Harbor Freight does have a new product that's coming out, maybe out already, I'm not sure, but it is coming out for sure. They do have a magnetic pad. It's like instead of being a tray, it's like a pad, and you can use it for putting your tools and stuff on there. Great for if you're a mechanic, you can put it right under the car. It attaches itself to the car, and you can put your sockets, your screws, your nuts, your bolts, all that kind of stuff on there, and it holds it in place for you. So you may want to look into one of those guys if it'll come in handy for you. And how about some more Chief products? Here you go with the 1/4-inch professional composite straight air die grinder for $40, normally $50. Save yourself about $10 right there. Or let's see, what else do we have? How about some safety glasses? You can get these from Ranger for $7, normally $10. Save yourself a few bucks right there. Or a log splitter from Predator, the 20-ton 212cc log splitter for $850, normally $1,000. So that's about $150 you save yourself. Not too bad. Hey, winter's around the corner. If you have a lot of logs and stuff you want to cut up to use for firewood, this might be a good time to get it. And here you go from Hercules, a 350-pound capacity universal breaker hammer cart. You can get this guy for $65, normally $80. So that's about $15 you save on that guy right there. Or how about some of these carpeted floor magnetic moving sliders? These come in handy too if you got to move some stuff around. An 8-piece set for only $329, normally $429, so you save yourself a whole buckaroo. And how about some colorful pliers? From Quinn, the high voltage electrician's pliers, a 3-piece set for $20, very colorful, normally $28, so that's about almost $10 you save on that guy. Or if you need a grease gun from Bauer, the 20-volt cordless variable speed grease gun, tool only, so that's $100 right now, normally $130, save yourself $30. But if you're not in the Bauer family, remember, you got to buy a battery and charger as well, or you can't power it up. So hopefully you already have that. And how about if you want a US General 42 by 22-inch roll cab, you can get this guy in 8 colors for $530 right now. Only $600, that's about $70 you save yourself, not too bad. Alright guys, that's all the deals and coupons that we have going on for Inside Track Club members going on at Harbor Freight for the month of September. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.